Yeah, it's true though.
That.
It's true, but I mean, this game is aged. Let's say when comparing it to other games in this in like the last generation or two, it's aged a lot. Some things aren't even in 3D, like these rolling black bombs. They're just circles. They're not like a 3D circle. They're just plain circles.
Yeah, and there's just, do you like, I mean, the graphics, going back in the graphics, there's the different planes on the actual things, like Mario's nose has got like 12 different planes on it, like, and then there's the sharp corners, and I think they could really soften those edges, like.
Well, the polygons, you can tell the game is made from polygons. I can see that, but I'm surprised how like Mario's hat is sort of rounded, which I actually liked. It wasn't just like a polygon hat. And now we're fighting the first boss here. What do you think of the boss battles?
Think of what?
The bosses in the game.
Oh yeah, the bosses they're really difficult. They're not so much that you can't beat them. Like the Bomb guy in the first level, Big Bomb.
Which I'm fighting right now.
But he's enough of a challenge. It's not like a bad boss.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you backflip, here we go, I'm going to mess this up. I just backflipped on him, and he didn't see where I was going, and I hit him from behind.
I know. And the Goombas, the actual average enemies, what do you think of those, like the Goombas?
I actually liked them a lot. They were fun to beat up. I don't know, they just weren't bland.
I mean, the actual plot, like, jumping into pictures, and then the minigames like that.
Yeah.
I really like that concept.
Jumping into the paintings was sort of cool. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. But the whole cake thing, the cake was a lie. It was just a lie to get you in the castle. But at the end, they actually give you a cake, I think. What do you think of the voice act? Oh, go.
Like in the one it's on the DS. You can't fill in with any other characters. I mean, what do you think about the swapping characters? Because personally, I don't like that. I think you should only do Mario.
I know. I didn't like that. It's like, can't I just play as one character? I mean, in the original version, Mario had all those powers. Why can't he just break a brick now? Why does Wario have to be the one to break a brick?
I know, right?
I know. It's like just. Or if they're going.
They put in that other one. It's just really not good at all.
Well, if they're going to put extra characters, just give them all the same abilities and just make them look different and sound different.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Well, if you're going to do multiple characters, make them all have about the same abilities, and don't make them swappable.
And yeah, I think we already covered the storyline, but I'm going to go back to that. I mean, like, always capturing Princess Peach. It's always Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach, and then you got to go and capture.
Well, what does Bowser want from Peach? I mean, can't he ever give up?
I know, and like, there's got to be more ideas with the storyline, because, I mean, they must have just been lazy or something.
There was no thought.
One idea, use it once, maybe again, but I mean, they're wearing it out. You can't have that anymore.
Well, the second game, it's not really the second game in America, but that's for another time. I mean, the second game, it was just a dream.
Yeah, and then, like, moving on to another topic, how do you think the Nintendo, like all the Mario games in the Nintendo in general, compared to the Sega and Sonic games?
Well, The thing I can hand Sega for all their failures is the storylines. At least they changed them in a way. And they finally got rid of something repetitive that the Mario series has done. Use the same idea over and over again. Now, for example...
True. But I can't say I personally like the idea of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's sort of stupid to me.
Well, I mean... the storylines are good. I mean, they use the monster.
I mean, it's always your Sonic and you go get coins, and I don't get that concept.
They're not coins, they're rings. And you have to stop an evil scientist from capturing animals and turning them into robotic slaves by finding the 7 Chaos Emeralds and saving the islands from destruction. And for 1991, that's a big plot.
That is. Like the Sega games, I think there's always this definite one point in the game where you cannot get past it. And I've noticed that in every single Sega game I've played.
Because they're full of glitches.
There's one point, usually in a forest,
Mm-hmm.
that you cannot get to the goal.
Well, there's two reasons for that. Either a glitch, or it was just poorly designed choices. This game had some poor design choices, I can tell you that. I mean, the enemy designs were a bit bland.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, animating mushrooms, that was an okay idea. But, I mean, the Goombas, they're certainly interesting. I like devil mushrooms, and I don't personally like that idea.
Well, now we're on the brick boss. What do you think of the boss with the brick, you know? He's a brick guy.
I mean, what do you think about the overuse of mushrooms? Because, I mean, they use the red mushrooms as power-ups, green as, like, one-ups, you know, that kind of concept.
Yeah, well, I thought it was creative with the power-ups, but I think they just overdid it.